Glad to have you with us from the Palouse, Pullman, Washington, and Martin Stadium. A high-caliber, high-noon showdown here on EA Sports College Football. It's the North Texas Mean Green and the Washington State Cougars. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. Washington State lined up to kick it off and get this game going. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. From the wide receiver. Maybe a double pass. Under fire. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
That's a really great play by the defender. And we obviously know the defense gave up a ton of points there last time. Now, the coaching staff told us, David, they wanted to be more aggressive this game. And here you go. The opening drive of the game. Great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, swatting it away, and trying to send a message to the offense.
Well, and sometimes the defenders, they're trying to make plays. They're trying to catch it. And a lot of times because of that, they misjudge the football. I like knocking it down, making sure the receiver doesn't catch it. They were challenged all week about a negative performance a week ago. Good to see them come out early with some energy and making some plays.
Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Well, this is a running back that gets stronger as the game goes on, and they try to get him going early on the toss play, Reese.
And if we start stretching the defense sideways, sometimes a little vulnerable in the middle later in the game.
Yeah, that might open an opportunity for a play action. Maybe fake the toss and see if you can get a tight end or a slot receiver down the middle of the field.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Rides to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I love when defenses see pulling guards because what you're supposed to do is run through immediately. If you're a linebacker, you see a pulling guard, I'm running through that gap. If you're a defensive lineman and that guard pulls in front of you, I run down the line of scrimmage and chase. Great job seeing that puller, making a play, getting a tackle for a loss.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The run from the shotgun. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Mean Green offense heads out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Summers. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job.
Breaks into the open. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
I mean, you just can't teach and coach big D tackles to be that quick. I mean, he shot right out of his stance, beat the offensive lineman, and he was in the backfield before the O-line even knew it.
Motion from the back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Clemens. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. North Texas in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver there working on the crossing route. And a big thing for the quarterback there, you've got to be able to give your receiver time to work through all the traffic, get by the linebackers in the middle of the field, and work all the way over to the other side. The offensive line has to give the quarterback time, and the QB's got to be patient, but it all worked out perfectly, and they're able to get a big play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. Throwing on the run. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Cougars. The defense putting points on the board.
And stop it. How about back-to-back weeks with pick sixes? This guy is now making plays, not just for his defense. He's scoring points, and I promise you the locker room is a lot of fun. Mr. Pick Six, he's going to get a lot of congratulations and a lot of accolades this week.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. North Texas sends the offense out to get this drive going. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Here's James Peoples to begin the drive. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. North Texas will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Takes it on the return. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He leaves it with his back. Got enough for the first. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Safe completion on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Running a screen on an early down, you might think you'd really catch them trying to be aggressive in a pass rush or something, but the defense had the answer that time.
Yeah, and the offense has to do a better job selling that. A lot of times when you run a screen, I need to buy time, right? I need to give that pass rush the ability to rush up the field, sneak a little bit behind them, and then dump it off. They might have rushed that a little bit on that play.
It'll be 3rd and long. Throwing, Mack. Bringing the heat. It's caught downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And you're seeing more of this in college football, man. Bringing on more and more tight ends, guys that are versatile pieces. And you see it right there, right? You can still throw the football, and now you got to match up with those guys and their big bodies. Nice throw down the field, nice catch. Nice job of using multiple tight end packages for this offense.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Again, it's Mack. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked off, and he's got open room. Discards him with the stiff arm. How about that play? Getting a huge chunk of yardage to wrap up the 1st quarter, and that's how we'll end it and head to the 2nd. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll run for it. It's Peoples. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. North Texas in the hurry up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
They run it, they get the 1st down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
There's a crease. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1. North Texas can dig into that playbook on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Slides to the ground after picking up the first. Great play on 2nd and short.
It's so nice to be an offense on 2nd down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the 1st down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll run it with James Peoples. And he's in! Touchdown, North Texas!
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Woods. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
So now it's second and long. From the gun. Give on the inside. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They'll try the right side. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Mack lets it go. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. To the air on first down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
It's so hard to play QB. You got all these bullets flying at you, people coming at you, and you got to know where they're running a route. Oh, and I got to get my feet perfectly set and try to make throws. So I think you can't be great at a quarterback unless you get the first part secure first, and that's your feet. Get those feet nice and quiet before you throw the football.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. Working on the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
Using his feet. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
North Texas has it going to work with another first down. This time he wants to throw. Touchdown, Mean Green. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Austin Mack. He put some heat on that one down the middle. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game if they were going to have success, they had to be efficient throwing the football. They have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
That's caught. It's Baker. It's a seam wide open. He's at the slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington State.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the middle. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has 1 interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
Maybe a crease. Got enough for the first. The 40. Past the 30. Inside the and he scores! Touchdown, North Texas!
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, the ground game. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Cougars come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Throwing, Mack fires downfield, and they can't make the play on third down.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Needs it to keep this drive alive. And some great 4th down defense against the run.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to take off. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. North Texas in the hurry up. Looking downfield very late in the half. Got a man. It's Martin. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks. Looking to throw on first down. Stepping to the right. Trying to escape and get it himself. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellows, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with the Troy Trojans in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Trojans setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Mack fires to the middle, and he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. Back to throw, it's Mack. Unloads to the wideout. Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It'll be 4th down. Washington State will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Here's a give to Peoples. turning it on. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Peoples again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it.
You're not going to fool this guy on the running back screen. They're trying to invite him up the field, rushing the passer, but he saw it too soon. He was able to stop in his tracks, locate the running back, get outside, and make a tackle. That is a very heads-up play that time by the DN.
That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting it to the ground.
The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical, and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
Running to the left. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. So you get stuffed on 1st down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got a little grass. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Cougars! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And he tacked on the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Mean Green offense heads out onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. At the 45 on its way. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Mean Green. And that one will put him up here in the second half. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the tackle is made on the return, but a penalty flag has flown, and I think they may be backing it up a bit. First and 10 after the defense was hit with that personal foul penalty. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hobbs. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Run the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Stopped cold by this defense. They tried to fool him with the run, and nobody was buying it.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. They'll start on the ground with Peoples. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 40. He's at the 30. The 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, North Texas.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. And he's loose on the right. The 40. At the 30. 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington State. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And he's not going to take the touchback. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. North Texas, after that big play through the air, back to work. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Here's Peoples one more time. There's some room. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and North Texas has the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats of what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. Pulls it on the option. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
Sometimes as a quarterback,
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
Looking to throw on third and goal. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Mean Green. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. Running to the left. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Just feeds the running back. At the 40, there he goes. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. They'll run it to the right side. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Creates a little room. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Austin Mack. Oh, they're after him. And it's a sack.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Back to throw, it's Mack. Pressure coming. Escapes trouble. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Gonna let it fly. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
All right, so they fail on that fourth down, but the game is not over yet. There's still time. Defense has to get the ball back quickly. Offense is going to have to score quickly. You have to execute now.
Here's James Peoples to begin the drive. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on third down. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. There he goes. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, catching the ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man. And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Back to pass. They've got the screen set up. On the move at the 30. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
And how about that call late in the game? And I love the execution by the offensive line. They run the screen. Like, nobody's thinking screen right now. They do a good job dropping back. Quarterback buys a little bit of time, gets it to his playmaker. He does the rest. How about that play call late in the game, Ballmer?
I just love the offensive line and other receivers getting downfield and getting blocks to give them an opportunity to go pick up that first down. That's tremendous effort by a lot of guys on offense to win this game and ice it.
Peoples again. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, North Texas.
And this offense has had a good day, and more importantly, this team responded from last week. 0-1, didn't look good to start the season, bouncing back, getting a convincing victory. Nice job by this team handling adversity early in the season.
And he added the extra point. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. He'll try to do it himself. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Timeout call by the offense, 29 seconds left on the clock. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Throwing Mack. Pumps it downfield. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Mack to throw for it on fourth. Throws to the wideout. Snags it, and there's running room. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Again, it's Mack. Here's a throw downfield late. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the...
And it's picked off for the third time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Nothing like stomping a guy in the teeth when you got him down. They'll try to tack on 3 more. And they didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end.